Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me for this week's Soulmate Energy reading. Now, I know that it's been a really hectic time for a lot of you and for most of us. It seems that the holidays overwhelm us, and just getting ready for those events, getting ready to get into a new year. I mean, it's like, when does it end? I mean, yes, giving gifts and getting gifts, it's a fun time, but it's not all about this season of giving and receiving. It's about bringing in the new year with love. And if you don't have enough love in your heart, it's not going to be reflected back to you. And that's what a lot of people feel very emotional during the holidays. Now, that's another topic, and I'm not going to go into it, but it's a time where I see a lot of people, they seem to reflect on things of the past during the holiday season, which it should not be, but you have to really try to overlook that. I mean, let's start over again. Create a vision board, create something in your life, a planner, something that you want to put like an itinerary for your 2018 so that it can be the best that you can be, okay? Whatever that may be, I mean, I don't know, but try your best not to reflect on what has to happen and take out ego. Look at everything in a positive atmosphere so that you can attract that positive atmosphere, attracting that energy, attracting the positive light into your life. That's what it's all about, especially now where we're coming into the winter solstice very soon with the new sun, the new light. That's what this is a celebration about. It's all about bringing in the new beginnings of love and light, and especially with the new year right around the corner from it. So it all combines to one thing. Don't look at the past. Don't look at the negative. Don't bring in anything from the past, even if it wasn't too bad or if it was bad, whatever you want to look at it as. You need to bring it in with a clean slate and a clean energy of new beginnings so that you can have those new beginnings. Trust me, it really, really does work. Okay, and I just want to just say one more thing. Thank you all for all of your positive support, your feedback, your comments, the likes. It really means a lot to me. It really touches me, and that's why I do these videos, because I want to come into your life the way you're coming into my life. It's an energy exchange, and I do them both on YouTube and Facebook so that I can reach you wherever you're at, and you can reach out to me because I'm here for everyone. I'm trying my best to be here for everyone. There's only a limit that we can all do. But if you have any questions, please post them in the comments area. I will get to them as soon as I can. Also, if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, the links are down below in the description area, and you can book, order either a phone chat or email reading. The choice is up to you. I'm a little bit busier, but so please be patient when you do book a reading. If you don't hear from me within 2 days, please just email me, Facebook message me, whatever it is, and I will get to you as soon as I can, because sometimes things get shuffled in the mix because I get tons and tons of emails, okay? So without further delay, let's begin the reading. Okay, I've meditated and asked the angels to give us some guidance that we need to know in order to get past the obstacles, the challenges, the things that are standing in our way from finding true peace and serenity in our lives. The cards that I've used were the very beautiful energy oracle cards, very beautiful artwork and lots of energy by Sandra Ann Taylor. I've used this card many of times in my previous readings. Okay, and the first card that I pulled was, broken heart. Okay, this is a broken heart, and as you can see, this heart is split into two. Now, we've all been there. We've all had our hearts broken in some type of way, but for many of us, we've gotten stronger and we've gained something from the broken heart. The broken heart doesn't necessarily mean that it stays broken. Although sometimes the hurt, the pain, the negative energy that we once felt, sometimes will come back to us where we see this energy just keeps repeating itself. And maybe you're in a relationship sometimes and you feel that that relationship is breaking your heart, and maybe you get involved with someone else and then that broken heart keeps coming back, and it seems like the same pattern or the same energy that keeps following us or you. And basically it's not because you're doing anything wrong, but it's not meant for you to be in that relationship because you've actually haven't healed completely. You haven't understood why you were involved with something that was so hurtful, something that broke your heart the way it did. There's a lesson that needs to be learned from it, and I know it's hard to hear this, but this is coming from the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine energy gets their hearts broken, and it seems like that broken heart can create this barrier where they're untouchable, they can't feel love again. They're just running. They're running from their own feelings, their own emotions, and they're not allowing themselves to heal. So they end up finding themselves in the same situation. And it also can reflect on the Divine Feminine. If the Divine Feminine is constantly allowing these things to happen, it's kind of like she's inviting. The Divine Feminine is inviting, yes, I need more, and you're actually opening yourself, you're vulnerable to a broken heart. This is where you need to heal. You need to allow the healing of love to come into your life. Maybe it's a relationship that you're involved with that you're not truly happy with, that you're not truly content with, but you stay in this relationship because it just makes sense, or it just seems like that's what you want because that person can take care of you, that person has security. That's not the reason why you should be in that relationship. You really have to look why you had your heart broken, and stop putting this energy out there that you can't find the love that you want because that broken heart is preventing you. Maybe it's also because you're not looking at loving somebody back. Maybe you're saying, I'll let them love me, but as soon as I start to feel love, I'm not going to love them because I'm just going to get out of there before I get hurt. That's the Divine Masculine talking. The Divine Masculine can make us run, okay? So you have to really look at these things and not look at it, why am I getting hurt so much? It's mainly because there's a reason for it. Okay, let's go to the next card. Action. And as you can see, these two beautiful stallions are running. They have action. Action beyond something more out there. They're just moving into the wilderness, into this beautiful green grass that they're just running, and they're taking action. They're actually moving. Now, that makes a lot of sense because it's right next to the broken heart. You're not taking the action that you need in order to heal yourself and mend your broken heart. Now, like I said, your broken heart could have happened when you were in high school. Maybe you were 14 years old and you never thought about that person again, but that hurt-based energy never allowed you to look beyond past that. Maybe you've been involved with relationship after relationship and you've always guarded yourself so much that you didn't feel loved. You didn't feel the love coming through, maybe because your heart is still broken. You have to accept and release. Accept, let it go. This is the reason why we go through these, I say these like challenges, these little challenges that come in our lives. It's part of fulfilling our destiny, and fulfilling our destiny is part of the process with healing. It's more about, in order for us to gain something, we have to grow spiritually, and we have to take action. Action is very important. I feel that these two cards are telling you a direct message because you need to take that action, whatever that may be. Maybe it's get out there more and start meeting new people. Maybe it's take a turn and stop looking at yourself, you know, in a hurtful way, like I'm never going to be loved again, but instead saying, no, I am going to love again and I am going to find love. I just need to get out there a little bit. Action is a big word, and I can't really define on what your course of action is at this time, but I do know that you're getting messages in many different ways that's telling you how to pursue your life purpose. Now, I don't know your life purpose, and I don't know why you're with someone what your true purpose is together. And by the way, that is my dog Snowy in the background shaking herself. Sorry about that. I apologize. But what it is that you need to take the action in your life, because your life is important in order to grow, to move forward. And the only way that's going to happen is if you start looking at things like more openly, more different, like just explore. Okay, so let's go on to the next card. Contract. Interesting. As you can see, try to clear that up. Okay, now as you can see, she's blindfolded, and she's holding a set of scales, and there's books, because there's a contract that has been made, and maybe her contract is not fulfilling her. She's not really looking at what this contract means, and she's not opening her eyes. Okay, so she's got herself locked up into something that she's trying to measure it out. She's being judged, or she's trying to figure out what it is that she needs to do, because that contract is something that she's binded into. The broken heart could make you feel like sometimes you're in a bondage way. You're not getting the love, you're not getting the emotional energy, you've been hurt. And like I said, I just feel like this broken heart just stands out so much, and I keep going back to it. It's the heart of the reading right now. The broken heart is telling you that with the contract, you need to release that. You need to stop looking at these things so drastically, because there's a course of action that is necessary for you to take, and it's right in between these two cards. As you can see, it's the middle card. There's a contract that you've been maybe codependent on. Maybe there's someone that you're just depending on constantly to make you happy, and that person, maybe that person isn't in your life, but maybe you've made this pact to yourself that the only way I'm going to be happy is if I find her in my life again, or if I find him back in my life again. Because that's not so. Because you can't have someone come into your life to make you happy. You need to make yourself happy. You need to mend that heart, that broken heart. You need to take the action, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. This is something that is very symbolic, that you will understand what it means. Maybe you're going to get messages, maybe not right now, maybe during the next few days or this week, sometime this week, that's going to tell you, oh, I know what Anne's reading represented. I know what it meant. It resonated with me. It happens to me all the time. Like I said, revisit this reading again, and you might find that the messages that you were getting, you didn't get them when you first watched a video, because sometimes we have ego. And ego will say, I'm not ready for this message. That is not so. I am not going to listen to this. I can't listen to this. Or how do I listen to this? Well, this is something you need to just understand. It's time. It takes time to absorb a reading all the time. But the contract here is, you need to make that decision for yourself, what that action is, how to heal, what to do, because you're depending on something so much. Like I said, and your eyes are blindfolded to the truth. You need to open that blindfold. You need to look in front of you, because without sight, how do you see? How do you realize? How do you make that decision? Okay, now let's go to the last card. Angel of Balance. And as you can see, she's very beautiful. She's standing in front of 3 pyramids. I love this card. And she's waiting. She's kind of like looking at this looking glass and making sure everything is balanced and taking things slowly. And she's in the color blue. It's so pretty, like a blue lavender color. I think this card is gorgeous. So the Angel of Balance blends in really good with the contract, because you know what? It's never going to come to a complete balance, a complete stop, a complete area, if you don't look at both aspects of the situation. In order to heal that broken heart, you need to re-examine. Sometimes we don't like to look at our past, and I'm the first one to tell you, don't look at your past and dwell on it, but more like understand it. That's the difference. Understand that these things happened in order to help you grow, and understanding that these types of readings that like I'm giving, and there's others out there, will help you to understand these things. Not exactly searching deep inside the pain that you've experienced, not the energy that you've experienced, but the meaning, the top layer that is saying to you, I need to balance what happened back then. It happened to me to wake me up, to open my eyes, to see that I am worthy, I am loved, I deserve love. And I'm never going to let a person bully me, or I'm never going to let a person talk to me that way, because I am worth so much more. By doing this, you're actually lifting up your spirit. You're raising your vibrations. Raising your vibrations actually is an action. And the action is, I am going to love myself. I am going to continue to love myself, because that's what the true meaning of loving someone is. It's all about raising your vibrations, living in harmony, because if you don't raise your vibrations and living with someone with lower vibrations, it's going to bring you down. That's what we call a psychic vampire sometimes, when you're with someone and they're narcissist and they're taking everything from you. The reason why is because you're allowing it. Anybody can be narcissistic. I hate to say it, but anybody can do this, because it's all about ego. And ego can do away with us sometimes, and we have to get knocked over to realize, oh my gosh, I let ego take over. Because it happens to all of us. It happens to me. So it happens to you. It's more about understanding it, taking a balance, taking a time out, and saying, okay, I need to take a course of action and just reflect on myself and stop looking at things so negatively. Break the contract, break that barrier that is preventing me from finding the love that I want, from bringing the love, from attracting the love into my life. Because there is several things that I need to look at, and that's where you need to just focus. You need to re-establish something in your life. Okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this reading and that it resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate with you, I invite you to come back to this reading and watch it in a few days or in a couple of weeks. Sometimes it takes time before the messages do come through. Also, if you would like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone chat and email readings, and the information is inside my blogs and websites in the description area. I have several blogs with articles with information about soulmates, twin flames, and love connections. Also spirituality. Also, be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you have not already done so. I have several videos also with the same type of soulmate twin flame information to give you a better understanding on your situation, so how to cope with things. Also, there's other readings that may help you as well. Okay, so I hope you are all getting ready for the new year and getting prepared for the holidays. If you're not celebrating the holidays, I hope you can. There's always something beautiful and magical with this time of the year for everyone, no matter what culture you are, your religious beliefs, whatever that may be. But I hope you are just getting out there and embracing this beautiful time of the year, or trying to anyways. Okay, so I wish you all the best of happiness, health, and good luck. God bless. Namaste.